it is Zach with a podcast named Tim here with a Power Rangers Beast Morphers review. This week it is Season 2, Episode 2, entitled Save Our Shores. And before we get into the review, please do give the video a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel in order to not miss any of our Power Ranger reviews or the other things we offer on the channel, like our Star Wars reviews. We're currently doing the Bad Batch, and also we have our normal movie reviews. Hoping to bring some other stuff to the channel as well, about maybe some video game stuff and some more board game things on the way as well. So let's get into the review. I thought this was a pretty good episode. I like that the episode kind of had a throwback feel to it, to the old school Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, where there's a much more focus on just, being a good citizen. We're gonna, clean up the beaches and get that all taken care of. So I like that feel to it of this episode. Basically, there's a big spill of trash at the local beach, and Collins Industries, which is responsible for it. This is where Roxy's aunt is working, and she has given her a job. The crew go out to help them out, and of course we also get Blaze, teaching some kids karate at the local gym. So again, very Mighty Morphin feel to it. When they get there, they're out there helping out the sea creatures, of course. Ben and Betty come to help and are there for some hijinks. They accidentally, somehow, put glue on themselves instead of sunscreen, so they are using their now sticky bodies to collect trash. Okay. On the other side, the villains are, we get a big reveal here. The one that had been hidden at, we felt we knew, but, a big reveal. Scrozzle is hanging out in the new dimension. I don't think they gave it a name. It's basically the cyber dimension, but with ice crystals. And when he is hanging out there, Evox shows up, but it is Devin's dad. That is the body. Somehow, I don't know if they've mutated together or if he's just pretending to be him and they have him trapped somewhere, but either way, Devin's dad is the front that is that Evox is using currently to to do his new plans. He's looking for some new generals. Of course, Roxy and Blaze have been destroyed, and he needs people under him to do the dirty work. Scrozzle says he has a plan in mind, and that plan involves Trappertron, who is sent out to trap some people, specifically Blaze and Roxy. He has a really cool weapon or move set that is different than a lot of other villains we've seen before. Basically, he shoots out like a wall, like a cell wall, a metal cell wall, and he can create cages to trap people in, thus Trappertron. And so I believe he was created from a bird cage originally. That's what they infused in order to make him. And so he is out there, and they trap Blaze and Roxy. Scrozzle shows up, is able to scan them, and is then going to use the scan of them to upload it to some kind of robots. They show up there in different colors now. It is violet and amber, with Roxy being violet and Blaze being amber, but they are robots now, and of course the Rangers are called to fight them. Are very confused about how they've showed up, or how these people have showed up again. And when they defeat these robots, we do find out that they're able to basically regenerate. Scrozzle was able to take their consciousness and their memories and transplant it onto different robots, so they can basically self-regenerate each time. It doesn't matter if they're going to get destroyed. I would imagine because of this gimmick, they're going to be destroyed a lot. But overall, a good episode, and the main theory that we're, or not theory, the main theme of the episode is the focus on the recycling and helping out the beaches. Collins Industries doesn't want to help or pay for for the damage they've done, says it's not their problem, or you can't prove it was us. And in the end, Roxy, who says to the local wildlife shelter, or whatever you want to call it, the aquatic center, basically promises a pledge to help out on behalf of Collins Industries, that they'll pay for all of it. Aunt's not happy, but in the end, when she sees what's happening to the turtles, she agrees. So, a good throwback episode in many respects. Trappertron, as far as our rating of the week for that, actually higher than I thought it was when I was watching the episode. Because I can kind of gauge. I'm like, this is going to be a lower rated monster. This is going to be a really high rated monster. I thought this was going to be a much lower rated one, but then when I went through and did my points, I was like, you know what? It ended up being really high. So for the look, I gave it 2. Again, this is a 1 through 5 scale for look, powers, plan, success, and voice. 2 for the look. It's kind of bulky in some respects, and I don't know if it quite fits the theme, especially being connected to the birdcage. If I'm remembering that correctly, it has like surveillance cameras and some other things on it. It kind of looks weird in some respects, but not terrible. For the powers, 4. It's a unique power. Shooting out a cage is different and unique, so I always appreciate that. For the plan, I gave it a 5. Look, the Scrozzle had a very specific goal in mind. I need to scam Blaze and Roxy. In order to do that, I need to trap them, and so I've created a specific monster to take care of this so we can get generals. So I appreciate when a good plan comes together and when you have a specific Robotron or Monster of the Week in order to deal with that specific situation. So a 5 for the plan. For the success, 3. I mean, look, Trappertron could have done some more damage to the Rangers, but at the end of the day, he successfully was able to trap Blaze and Roxy and get them scanned. So not bad. And for the voice, 3. Could have been a 4, but nothing bad. Again, for the voice, most of the time, it's just don't be bad. But overall, adding it all up, it is a 17 overall. So above average monster, and I was, again, very surprised about that. Looking forward to next week's. I think there's a more video game themed monster and idea about it, and so looking forward to that. Let me know your thoughts on Trappertron and on this episode, and just about the reveal as well. Do you like the idea of the dad and Evox being, are they the same person or are they not? I wasn't clear to me if the dad's just, trapped somewhere in a room while Evox is just pretending to be him, or if they've fused together into one person. So let me know your thoughts. Happy to talk about Power Rangers as always, and see you next time here on a podcast named Tim.